we're just having a blast. That's about it. We need sleep, but we're having fun.
When I'm at the school, words and colors die too. I make up and go away.
Hey everybody, I am Sue. Welcome to my channel. As some of you might have seen in my last video, I went to the Reeperbahn Festival in Hamburg at the end of September, and I had the honor to talk to a band called St.Arnaud from Edmonton in Alberta, Canada. They came over for a couple of showcase festivals, and I hope they'll be back soon because I can't wait to see them live again. They told me how they made their first album work despite the pandemic, what their plans are for the future, and most important, they gave me lots of great tips and advice for other indie artists like you. So let's get to the interview and let's see what they had to say.
So we are St.Arnaud. We're from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. My name's Ian. This is Connor. And we're on our first European tour right now. We're talking to you at Reeperbahn Festival in Hamburg. And this is our first time in Germany. We played in Berlin the other day. Came from Sweden. We're going to Estonia in the UK. So it's a big opportunity for us to play some shows and make some friends in Europe. That one was called The Cost of Living, and it was kind of a carryover from a project before this. So before I kind of picked up the pieces to start St.Arnaud, which is my last name, I kind of started it, and I was part of a project called North of Here, and we grew up playing music together, and the sort of other band member, he passed away very suddenly, and we'd kind of had lots of this album written. Yeah, when we lost him, I kind of was finishing university and decided to take some time and finish school, and eventually picked up the pieces again, rewrote a bunch of songs and wrote new songs, and I just kind of wanted to honor that. And I thought maybe this would just be a little capstone on that time, but it grew, and now we're here, and we have a really great team, and we're getting chances, and it feels really good. So for as long as it can go on, I feel really good about this, and that's kind of the story behind that first album, The Cost of Living. Well, that was October 2019, and the pandemic hit in March 2020. So what do we have, a solid 6 months between?
Yeah.
I feel like we got a lot done in that 6 months. We got our first real tours through Canada. I drove by myself to the east coast of Canada, which is very far from where Edmonton is. We put the band together, we drove through BC, we went to our first show in the United States, and then came to a crashing halt in New York at the New Colossus Festival in March 2020, and we watched New York City go from fully open to zombie town, and very stressful. My manager Liam and I were the last holdouts there, and we got tattoos to keep our minds off of it, and went home and then sat there for a year. But fingers crossed, maybe we can start getting back to things. Well, it comes down to two things: a plan for what to do with money, where that money comes from. So the plan would be, who can I work with? Publicist, or do I have the skills to run it all on social media? And two, who's gonna pay for those ads, and who's gonna pay for those magazine spots or those contacts or whatever. And then the last thing is, sometimes you need a spark. And we did have a big spark, and I will never not give thanks to my younger brother. He's actually a YouTuber, and I know this is going out on your YouTube channel, so if you're there, please go and check out Ginger Pale as well. You might already know him, but he's excellent. It's my younger brother, and we had this idea to work together on an animated music video, and I think the styles just worked really well together, and he had a very receptive audience, and so, I can never not say thank you for that spark right there.
We've had our fill of the way it goes. Why don't you sing me a sweet song? La 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 la.
From there, we try to go and say, well, we're proud that people, sure, it was put in front of them, but then they were receptive to it, and we kept a lot of those people on. And we were in Berlin the other day, and kind of like a younger fan comes up and he's like, I found you on YouTube and I can't believe you're in Berlin right now. And I'm like, I can't believe you're here right now. Like, that's insane to me. So it's a really good place. YouTube and social media can be very important, and we have a lot to thank that crowd for. So
You can tell him no, no, I can't give you what you want. I can't take you where you wanna go. We've had enough.
we were very lucky. We signed our first record deal the other day, which was pretty cool, and that feels good. And that's with Fierce Panda Canada, and I guess I won't go too much detail. I don't know if I can, which is kind of fun that it's like a secret. But we're releasing songs starting a few weeks from now, in the middle of October. October 15th will be the release of Big Winner, our first single there. And we have lots of plans coming up for 2022. The touring stuff, obviously, nobody knows for sure. But that's why we're in Europe right now, is to shake hands and kiss babies and try to come back and cut tape, show them that we have something for them. So I feel pretty optimistic about the next year. Labels aren't what they were forever ago, and I think everybody still really has that idea in their head of like, oh, well, a label is gonna give me XYZ and then you're a rock star or whatever. It's not really that. It's like a partnership, and you need to know what you will get out of it and what they will get out of it, and that it works for everybody, and that's it. So yeah, we did self-release the first stuff. We had lots of great help. Again, I'm gonna defer to our great manager, Liam, who's just sitting over here, and all our excellent bandmates and people who support us in the industry, and we have great government support. Thank you. Grant people are out there. It takes a village, I guess I'll say that. But at the end of the day, if we're talking to the young musicians here, just keep plugging, and it's very valuable to just be kind to everybody. You won't get anywhere with an attitude. And that's basically it. There's people who go a lot further being nice than really talented, so.
Staying humble, yeah.
You get a lot further being kind and being easy to work with and being at least somewhat organized than you will being the most talented person in the room. And that's not to say that we don't work hard, and I'm very proud of our music and everything, but I think being easy to work with, you're gonna make more friends, you're gonna have a nicer time, and you might get further than the person who knows every scale up and down with their eyes closed, but they're a jerk. So
What's probably going with being easy to work with is knowing your brand, like knowing your pitch. When someone asks what you're about and what you're trying to do, if you kind of stumble on that concept, people don't really look at you so much. But if you know exactly what you're about, what your brand is, that can just go a million miles.
keep it simple, be yourself. Yeah, that'll work. Thanks for having us on. We're super happy to be here. Thanks. Bye.
To get by.